Next down on the list, engaging Kai businesses and organisations. Paula plodding through these.
We don't know our neighbours anymore. I think we need to get back to that. That's something that we've lost. There's a lot of technology and a lot of high-paced lifestyle now. And sometimes you don't feel comfortable going out and into your neighbourhood. So knowing that you're in a safe network where everybody at least knows someone else within the Timebank means that you can feel safe going and exploring and making new connections. So
it's a really good way of getting involved with networks of people. And there was someone who moved into the area, didn't know anybody. Someone said, "Oh, you should join Timebank." So he came along and signed up and came along on a working bee the next weekend. Met somebody there who was involved in a local walking group, and he's been going out walking with them for the last 2 years. So, I mean, it's things like that grow, it's those connections that are made.
Just while we're on the end of that, Paul Vanderwater, that's what he's doing at the Heart.
Initially, that was my key experience, is being able to help other people, and people helped me when I needed it. But then I realised after that, for me, that's actually secondary now to the whole Timebank has facilitated me getting a whole new network of people and got to meet a whole lot of new people with either similar interests or different interests. So now for me, it's more about that, strengthening a whole community rather than helping each other. We still do that, but having that whole network of a community is much more valuable for me now than actually just being able to help each other.
And of course we have, we meet amazing people through our sleep out being available, and just even when we can't take people, just the phone calls that happen around that organisation is just lovely. Yeah, from across Northland.
It's funny because I would go to the Repair Cafe in Haruru Falls and know one person, and then at the end of the day, it's like I helped fix some stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like I feel like the real value is like connecting to the other humans that are there
and community. That once upon a time, we were a lot more community overall than we are now.
There's predominantly an ability to connect people in our community around a whole range of interests, because I think that's it. Talent, interests is what surfaces, as opposed to what quals what letters you might have after your name.
Like, one of the things I love about being part of Timebank is I'm always having these like unique experiences, and it brings like all this richness and colour to my life that I wouldn't have. Like, I turn up at someone's house and then suddenly I'm taking all these plants home that I'd never heard of and planting them in my garden, and it's like just always really surprising.
I mean, we get quite a lot of people who are new to the area will join Timebank as a means of getting to know people, the social aspect as well as, the practical side of things.
I find that it does really facilitate connection with others in the community, and it's on a deeper level. So, for example, a lot of our working bees or a lot of events that we do will include a social aspect. So we'll have a potluck and sit down together, and you end up having just a small amount in common, whether it's literally just that you're a member of the Timebank, and then when you have that opportunity to sit down with people, you really get to know them on a deeper level, and we find a lot of people become friends through the Timebank.
To me, it's everything. To me, it's just the whole being part of a social connection. I get a lot of energy from participating with people socially. That energizes me.
For me, community is really important, and I think there's a need to want to sort of give and receive and give into that space.
It's a way of creating your own whānau around you, which for me as an expat, it's been a really good way of building that community around me that for some people, they've got that ready-made.
It isn't a virtual relationship. That space initiates actual physical contact with each other. And I think that's really good, as opposed to keeping it completely in a virtual space. Virtual. Yeah.
Especially when people can be so isolated from each other. New Zealand's a very geographically spread out area in terms of a lot of people are living rurally, they're living out of the centres, and so can very easily get disconnected and feel isolated out there. So just knowing that there are people not necessarily physically nearby, but that you can connect in with and can rely upon, means that people feel connected, I suppose.
It just makes everything more genuine, and human connections are a little bit more natural and real. So that's what I like about it.
Maybe I just wanted to say, make it that it's fun.